Hey everybody, welcome back to Ed the Impala Guy channel. I know it's been a while since I've posted anything, but we've been busy here around the Ed the Impala Guy house. Lots of sickness, lots of other family obligations that have kept me out of the shop and kept the cars from being worked on. Anyhow, in my last video that I put out, or maybe a couple videos ago, I was begging for subscribers. I was really close to 50, and I was like, I wanted to make 50 by Christmas. Well, I not only made 50 by Christmas, I'm almost to 150 now, and I have to thank every single and every one of you for making that happen. I know I don't put out, all the snazzy, dazzling content like, Goon Squad or Cletus McFarland or a lot of the, the YouTube car channels haven't used dang son in one or that's legit in one video yet, although maybe I'll start. Anyhow, if you're new to the channel, let me tell you what this channel's about. It started out about a year ago when my wife crashed her car. The car's nickname was Crash, ironically. And it only had liability insurance on it, so it wasn't going to get fixed. And we towed it home, and I looked at it and I thought, I could probably fix this. So I started the channel just simply to document that process. And in the process of doing that, it kind of took us other places. It took us to Copart, where we not only bought one parts car, but two parts cars. The first parts car ended up being really my first project car. They got rebuilt, got sold, led us into a second car, which was a transmission replacement on a 2011 Impala that I got from a gentleman I work with. I was going to do a whole video series on that, and that kind of just never happened. I've got all the raw footage, but it is just a mess, and I haven't sat down and figured it out yet. So the channel has kind of evolved. I never really set out to make myself a YouTube star or make any money off of this. It's really hard to do, and the guys that make a living off of this, my hat's off to them. It requires a lot of time and effort and a lot of dues paying and just a lot of creativity. Some of that I don't have. That being said, I have gotten some comments about the purpose of this channel, and people kind of like it because it's just the average guy working on the average car. And yeah, I call it Ed the Impala Guy channel, but we're going to see the Saturn Outlook. We're going to see my Suburban when it needs stuff. And I'm hoping to get into other cars in the future, like Equinoxes and Traverses and Terrains. Maybe even a few Fords here and there. I tend to stick with GM because I know them. I grew up a GM guy, a Chevy guy. And specifically the Impalas, I've been wrenching on Impalas since about 2009, when our 2007 Impala that my wife crashed last year, when the warranty ran out. Once the warranty runs out, you got to wrench on it yourself, and with those cars, there's always seems to be something. So, I got to know the Impala, and that's kind of why I'm sticking with what I know. But anyhow, the point being is that I don't know where this channel is going. I never thought I'd see 100 subscribers, much less 150. And we've been at this about a year, so it hasn't happened overnight. But here's my point, is I think we could probably do a lot of cool stuff on this channel. And by cool stuff, I don't mean like Lamborghini, rebuilds and Audi R8 rebuilds. I'm talking just your average Joe cars getting purchased from Copart or IAA and put back together and put back on the road. A lot of these older model cars, they've still got a lot of life left in them. And just with a little bit of care, a little bit of a TLC, and a little bit of knowledge and skill, we can put them back out on the road in good condition, looking good, driving well, and people can get some use out of them and not break the bank. Again, that was the whole idea behind the Impalas. They're plentiful, they're kind of cheap, they're a good car, and they don't break the bank. Everything that I deal with is probably in the $6,000 and below price range. Like I said, we may stray from that and get into some other things, but it won't be the exotics. It's going to be everyday cars for everyday people. So that being said, what I want to announce, and this is kind of a long-range plan, especially considering I only have 149 subscribers. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a contest. And I thought of this the other day, and you know, these guys, they run their contests with like free merchandise that the advertisers give them to promote, like, you know, the Cove speakers or the little earbud things or stuff like that. You know, they'll do a giveaway for stuff they got for free, and okay, it works. But here's what I'm going to do. When I reach 1,000 subscribers, so that's 850 subscribers from now, what I'm going to do is post another video. It'll be right after it happens, because, you know, I check it every day. And what we'll do is we'll put up a video saying we met our goal and that we're going to run a contest. And what the contest is going to be is I'm going to give away a Cobalt 24 volt half-inch cordless impact gun set. It's basically going to be like this one right here. This is mine, and no, you're not getting this one. You'll get a brand new one from Lowe's in the box with a charger and a battery. It's about a $200 value, but it's a tool that I use out here a lot, and it's very handy from doing a whole bunch of things. And it's a quality tool. I have yet to have it not be able to do something for me. So I thought, you know, that would be a really cool tool to give away. Something I use. It was one of like the first real big tools that I bought when I started doing these cars, because basically taking lug nuts off by hand just sucks. And using an air impact, you're limited to your garage. So I can go out in the driveway with this and take lug nuts off and do stuff all day long. It's a great cordless impact. And like I said, we're going to give one of those away. On that video thread, we'll have people, you know, if they're subscribed and leave a comment, they'll be entered into the contest. And then I'll use a random, you know, random picker app, and we'll pick one of the commenters at random, and they will win this Cobalt 24 volt cordless impact. It really is an awesome, awesome tool. Anyhow, and that will be just my way of thanking, you know, all you guys for subscribing to the channel and kind of sticking with me, because you know what? It isn't going to happen overnight. It would be nice if it happened overnight, but it isn't going to happen overnight. Just the way YouTube propagates the videos, it takes a while for them to get out there. A lot depends on how many people click on them, how many people watch them, how many people comment, how many people like it or dislike it. Liking and disliking, believe it or not, counts the same for YouTube. It's an interaction, and the more interactions you have, the more your video gets put out there. So that being said, let's go ahead and try and get these videos seen and out there some more and get some more subscribers. And when I hit 1,000, I will keep my word. We'll make the contest video, and y'all comment on that video, and we'll pick, you know, a random subscriber. You have to be subscribed to the channel. We'll pick a random subscriber to win the $200 Cobalt cordless impact. So anyhow, that's all for this video. I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update on what's been happening. The Silver Impala, you're going to get a video on the paint prep of the hood and the bumper. It should be out either right after this one or tomorrow sometime. Actually just finishing up the wet sanding, and we're going to put that video out. And hopefully this week we'll get it painted, and then we can finish this up and get it out the door. I've been also working on the interior off camera, cleaning and shampooing and scrubbing, and it's actually coming clean, so no need to send it to a detailer. Then we're going to have to look into the few mechanical things. I'm going to drop the oil, I'm going to drop the trans pan, do a trans service. We'll check the brakes. There's a squeak in back, which I think is a sway bar bushing squeak, and I already have a set of moved bushings for that, so we can go ahead and throw those in there. If it happens to be the struts back there, we'll put a new set of struts on it. We'll do whatever we need to do to get this thing reliable and drivable, and so that whoever buys it isn't going to have to sink a ton of money into it. The only thing I'm kind of half and half on this silver car is the tires. they're about 50%, man. And I don't know whether to throw a set of the Century Touring tires on it and call it good, and that'll be another $300, you know, out the door, or just kind of roll with it. They've got halfway decent tires on them. They're about 630 seconds left, which you've got some meat left on them, but probably not a whole lot. So it might just be better just to replace the tires. We'll see how much I'm into it. The paint actually cost quite a bit of money. I was really surprised at that. But other than that, parts wise and everything, I'm like not into it for very much at all. So the actual big investment was the car itself, getting something with low mileage that was in really good shape, and just needed a few things was actually worth more money. So anyhow, go ahead, and if you're not subscribed and you're seeing this video, go ahead and click the subscribe button, click the notification bell so you get notified of any new content. Once again, thank you so much for all of you that have subscribed and sticking with me, and those that comment. I got my first negative comment the other day on a video, which he was right. I'm going to pull the video. It was the start of the gray Impala transmission thing. It was supposed to be a whole series about changing the transmission. It's getting some hits on YouTube because people want to see the transmission replacement. I never did finish that. So I think I'll probably end up just pulling the video down until I can get that all straightened out at some point, or the next transmission video or next transmission car comes along, because I know there's bound to be an Impala that needs a transmission out there somewhere. So anyhow, thanks again, and I hope you guys have a great week coming up, and stick with me, and we'll see where this whole crazy thing takes us. And that's it. Have a great night.